Rocket, welcome in. Congratulations on being first, and therefore officially the fastest thing alive. Hope you're doing well today.
Hello.
Well, thank you for the treat for the bar staff. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well as well. The treat for the bar staff is a fizzy cola bottle. Thank you very much. Much needed today, I must admit. Have water today, so instead of going to get water during this break, I'm gonna pet Porthos, who is just standing next to me for no reason. Excellent, congratulations, Rocket. Broadsword. Hello, Cypher. Welcome in. It is too damn hot. I am way too warm. I'm coping. Like, sod this bastard heat, indeed. Welcome in, Tidders.
Hello there.
Oh, it is deeply unpleasant, isn't it? It's not even sunny here anymore. It's just oppressively warm. Not like so hot that it's worth turning the fan on, just like the air is really close and thick and ick. Which is not great. But, what can you do? I mean, the temptation is to switch the cam off and thin down the outfit a little bit so that I can be more comfortable, but that also requires the expenditure of energy that I'm not sure I've got. So, this isn't Balan Wonderworld. So for anyone that didn't see in the Discord earlier, Vampire Therapist dropped yesterday. And I had an email in my mailbox from the devs that was like, hey, you asked if you could have a code for this so you can stream it? Well, here you go, have a code for this. I'm sorry, Rocket. I put it to a poll in the Discord. And I tagged the notifications tag, so everybody that has notifications on in the Discord got a notification to say, hey, there's a poll here. I said, Vampire Therapist has come out. The devs have given me a key. And I kind of want to give it a go because I've played the demo of this and really, really enjoyed it and knew you folks would love it. So I wanted to give you folks the option. I said, do you want me to play Balan tonight or do you want me to play Vampire Therapist? And Vampire Therapist won with 88% of the votes. I must admit, I'm not surprised. It's got vampire in the title. It's got therapy in the title. Two things that I know this community is particularly interested in. And you will get more Balan Wonderworld, Rocket. Don't worry. We're gonna play this week. We're gonna basically treat this like a... there's a reason I put the promo thing on. We're gonna treat this like it's a promotional stream, except without the exclamation mark promo. I know you're memeing Rocket, but you are gonna get more Balan Wonderworld, because we're gonna play this week, and then we're gonna go back to Balan until I finished it, and then we will go back to this. Once this is done, we'll do Tentacle Prawn, because I still need to do that for the St. Jude stuff as well. I am the professional enjoyer of shit games. You know what, Rocket? I know you keep saying stuff like that, but I don't think Balan Wonderworld is a shit game. It's not a great game, but hello, it's not aimed at me. This music is calling me. It's beautiful. It's great, isn't it? Welcome in, Nat. I hope you're doing well today. So,
hello there.
Yeah. You will see more Balan, don't worry. No worries at all, Tidders. You put your feet up in the Lurkers Lounge. I hear there's aircon in there. I never get to go in. Like, there's somebody else that goes in and cleans it, so I can only assume it's tidy in there. But I hear there's aircon. Got a cheeky Nando's. Be back later. Nice. You enjoy your cheeky Nando's. Slept a bit more after we last talked in the Discord. Good stuff. I hope the sleep helped. The stuff we were talking about in the Discord, in a lot of ways, has been mostly resolved. Still some residual issues, like Tabby mentioned there would be, but things are settling down, and hopefully there's been no real impact for anybody in chat. Ooh, itchy hand. Very itchy hand. There we go. Okay, so I'll take your word for it, Rocket. That is an ominous phrase. Vampire Therapist is a comedy game about the immortal undead processing historical yet personal traumas. References to historical violence and oppression may be upsetting to some. This game was developed in consultation with licensed therapists, but should not be considered a substitute for therapy. Unless you're a vampire. We will put a little content warning on. I'm not sure how to phrase this second bit, so I'm hoping folks will take it with the intent in which it is given.
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man. Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire. Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit. That's exactly the sort of thing I did in my younger years with my former gang. And
No
let me
worries,
tell you,
Nat. Do what
a
you need to
vampire
do.
who's good with a gun can be a real terror. I got lucky though.
The
I met
demo
some
didn't
kind
have anything
mortals who saw
particularly
beyond my
challenging in it,
fangs,
but I can
taught me
appreciate
my
why you might
letters,
want to be a bit
and
more
showed me how my
cautious.
thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace. After they passed on, I roamed America's majestic wilderness for nigh on 90 years, figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire. And I found revelation.
Take care, Nat.
What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make us monsters. It's the self-defeating ways we think. Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang tracked me down. Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did, but they still have the same monster mindset I used to have. Good thing I'm a quick draw. But I got hooked up with this newfangled internet thing and found a vampire who's helping my kin find their way. Fella named Andromachos, supposed to be 3,000 years old. He invited me to come out to Europe to learn from him. I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers. I'm going on a trip, I guess. This feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I've been looking, and now it's time to give back. Vampires ain't monsters. Or at least, they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them. Well, I think this is the address. Number 27, Clean Flitter Mouse Streeb? Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here.
Oh, yeah, if anybody has a thing for both vampires and cowboys, grats, this game is designed for you. Small Bat Lane. Excellent.
Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. Better watch myself.
Hello, Sinister. Welcome in. Lovely to see you.
Guten Abend, folks. Sprechen Sie English?
Ja, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
Okay, so I'm going to let you folks have some control over what we do here for this playthrough. We're not going to do polls. I'm just going to let folks shout into chat what they want, and I will, on occasion, I'll take the first answer. On occasion, I'll pull a little bunch of answers, and we'll see which one was most popular. But what do we want to do? Do we want to be here to party? Want to ask them about the dress code? Do we want to ask them about Andromachos? Or ask about the club? Hey D, welcome in. Indeed. Feel like that may have been intentional.
Go take your fucking meds.
Yeah, if you're not medicated yet, please do. Thank you, Rocket. I did take my meds this morning. Admittedly, a lot later in the day than I was intending to, but, you know, dealing with a security incident first thing in the morning will do that to a person. Can you push? I suppose it depends on how long it's been since we last fed. Ah, it's barely a blip. It was, indeed, barely a blip. For us, anyway. For other places, very much not a blip. We had a grand old time. Okay, what are we thinking, chat? Are we here to party? Do we need to know about the dress code? Do we just want to get straight down to the brass tacks of it and ask about Andromachos? Or do we want to ask more about the club? We've now lived through 5 complete meltdowns in our short careers. Yeah. No worries, Rocket. As long as you're staying safe on your journey, I presume home. That's all that's really important to me. Still think SolarWinds was more fun. See, I had to be at the forefront for that, so I have a different opinion on it. It was Dad's driving him, keeping him awake. Good stuff, I think. Fuck it, let's ask about the club.
Well, what's so special about this club?
Yeah, I had to write the company outgoing message for the SolarWinds incident, so I did not have a lot of fun with that.
Immernacht is the greatest club aller Zeiten. The owner makes sure everyone has a good time.
If anyone acts without respect, they are banned from the club forever. You are free to do and be whatever you like, as long as you are harming no one.
I like the sound of this place.
Und I hear that they are now attracting sexy old cowboys.
Shh, Maxie, he is old enough to be your grandfather.
Oh, come on now. You're just flattering me. I'm only a couple 100 years old.
Oh mein Gott, he is so cute, Reinhard. Can I keep him?
Oh yeah, that's fair, D. Oof. Yeah, Log4j wasn't fun either, to be fair. God, that really doesn't bear thinking about just how many major security incidents or meltdowns we've had to experience. We've not even been in the game that long. Hot damn. This is me every time I see an animal or a person in Wasteland 3. Psychopathic person who can join your team. Oh my god, they're so cute, I want to keep them. Anyway, we're here to party, yeah? Okay, we're here to party then. Clones. My clone was very helpful. You leave them alone.
I can cut loose. What kind of party is this?
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
Oh my.
Oh, here are them kind of vampires.
What does that mean?
Ach so,
Fuck a
there are
party.
better
Indeed.
things to suck than blood, oder?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking
Well
our night is
then,
ruined.
indeed.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it. It reminds me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns in the way we vampires think. Well, let's see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. That's when we brand ourselves with names we can't get rid of. There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do or die showdown. And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we've just drunk a pint of moonshine.
I just love the way he phrases these things. This man is just cowboy through and through. He just so happens to also be a vampire. Cut him and he might bleed spaghetti.
I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we vampires think in there. I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though. Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
Cursed to be a middle-aged cowboy forever. Could be worse. It could absolutely be worse. I certainly wouldn't say no to being a middle-aged cowboy forever.
I don't want to have my own fun. Immernacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
Uh-huh. So... got a bit of high noon mind
You're putting
going
too much
on.
weight on this thing. It's a nightclub, not a high noon showdown. The night's full of possibilities.
It's true.
Reinhard, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
I think she wants in our pants.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeting you.
Okay, maybe he does too.
Hey, if meeting me makes her not better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
Quick, run away.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't. And he hasn't looked our way all night.
Hello there.
Hey, Nikki. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the treat for the bar staff.
Does it have to be mine?
It is a blue watermelon slice. Thank you very much.
Maybe I'll have a little word with him.
Honestly, tonight I think ice would be a good treat. It absolutely fucking would. I am melty. Oh, I know this one. I play Hitman. Throw a coin in his general direction, then walk past him. Excellent. Oh, man. Hey, when are you going to stream Hitman again? I would love to see some more of your Hitman play. Because you are really good at it and it's always really fun to watch.
Excuse me, friend. I hear you're the man to talk to around these parts.
I used to always want a jacket like this. You don't want to see me 100% Hitman. I mean, I kinda do. Whether anybody else does or not is another question, but I kinda do.
I'm here to see Andromachos.
Sounds like a laugh, see? Titters wants to see it too.
Have fun, mate.
Hey, thanks, amigo. You have yourself a fine night, you hear?
Cowboy, what about us?
Oh, do we want to bring them joy or dash their hopes? What say you, chat? Do we let the horny vampires in or not? Right now I'm just enjoying throwing things at Conor McGregor. Excellent. In Hitman or in real life? Yes? Unquestionably yes. Fair. What do we think? Or are we unquestionably yesing at letting the horny vampires into the bar? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already let some horny vampires into my bar. I can't do anything about that now. Really need to move that welcome mat. So. Exactly, Nikki. But I would never want to kick you out of the bar. You're too lovely for that. Ask to see the champion of light. Okay. Seriously now, what do we want to do? I mean, they know they can make their own fun, but they really want to go into the club. Looks around for Peeps or the Herald of Darkness. Do you think if you say the author's name 3 times, Peeps just appears in chat? Like, is ripped from wherever she was and just dumped into Twitch chat? You know what? I'm feeling nice. I'm gonna bring them joy.
Yeah, sure, they're friends of mine.
I'm not risking that, but yes. Oh, look, we made friends.
Have fun, mate.
Well, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah.
Aww.
Dang, awful loud in here.
Come on, my liver, with us!
Oh, you kids have fun. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, they totally want it in our pants.
Tarnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's decent music, but it's loud. I don't do well with loud noises. I would probably also, but too loud. Too loud. I do really like the bar design, though. Still unsure if they were vampires or regular goths. Yes.
I'd better talk to whoever's slinging drinks in this here saloon. They ought to know where Andromachos is. But pardon me, ma'am.
Oh, that's better.
Well, well, look at you. We get a lot of 80s fashion in here, but not usually the 1880s. What can I get you, cowboy? The special's
Was
Red
that
Bull and
sass
vodka.
or
You down?
a compliment?
I never drink Red Bull. I'm actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Speaking as a representative of both, there's a difference. I mean, sometimes. Vodka Red Bull, how 2000s, I know, right?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Sam Walls, huh? I don't think I know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
From where I'm standing, I see someone with style and confidence, not just a drink machine. Don't go branding yourself like that's all you are.
Yep, that's fair. Also, I'm loving this spider tattoo. Oh, Slow still really likes a vodka and Red Bull. I can't drink Red Bull. It makes me sick. I blame university. Bartender is a demure player. Yes. Maybe that's why I like them.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy. The man upstairs warned me you were coming. I was just testing to see
Like,
if
the
you
whole
are who
outfit
you
is
say you
just...
are.
Absolutely would wear that. Maybe a little less skin showing for me, though. I'm not really a big fan of my own skin showing. Other people's skin show. Heck, I'd wear the cowboy outfit too, to be fair.
Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're looking for booze.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I
You knew
figured
what
this
I
was a
meant,
vampire
Dave.
club.
But bravo. Can't drink the vodka thanks to the vampirism. Yep, that's fair. Kiss those again. No, I'm not really into the whole shoving people into wells and making them rub lotion on their skin.
You met some
It's too much
gods,
effort.
honey. They're
I'm
here
too
to
lazy.
dance and have fun.
So all these people are mortals?
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience. He's the only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
Bert?
Okay, Bert.
You met him already. Bert, shuffle on over here.
Bert the big guy. Bert's the big guy. Hi, Bert. Is it wrong? I'm now imagining an alternate timeline where that's just really enthusiastic self-care advice. I mean, I'd be okay with that.
This one's here to see the big guy. Show him upstairs, okay?
Just because it's already got connotations in this timeline doesn't mean we can't make it really enthusiastic self-care advice for the future.
Have fun, mate.
Good luck up there, cowboy.
But man of
Hope
few
you find
words.
what you're looking for.
Hello,
Hello, RNG.
there.
Welcome in.
Howdy.
Yarp.
It's Sam
Yep.
Walls to see you, sir. The guy who's been sending you all them V-mails.
V-mails.
Yes, I know who you are, Samuel Walls. You have come here because you believe you can help our kin.
Okay. Folks in chat that are so inclined, please. Down.
The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
On? No. I know how I want to respond to this. Whether it's accurate or not is another question. You are being very good, and I'm very proud of you. I'm not. You seem to be doing fine so far, RNG, but you have just got here, so, you know, there's time yet. I can help myself.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson. We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
Room is well lit. He just generates darkness wherever he goes. He does indeed. Maybe not quite. Yes. Another outfit that I would absolutely wear. I think that's my favorite of the lot so far, actually.
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless.
It's true. It's very true.
Please, sit down. What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
RNG.
How dude.
Goodness gracious. Down. I said down. But when he smiles like that, I can appreciate why you'd say something like that.
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
He's got the squirty bottle out already. How long before he disappears to go and get a newspaper to roll up and smack you with?
You know, I receive emails every day from vampires seeking my help.
Hey, Primrose.
You are the very first to seek my
Welcome
help
in.
in helping others. This alone.
Hope you're doing
makes
well
you
today.
Well, dang. I think you're going to be sorely disappointed when you get to talking to me. I'm just honored you're giving me the time of night.
It's easier for me to be Goody's mask presenting. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I have unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young
bless you.
and eager to learn.
Big hugs. Put your feet up, relax, and enjoy the sexy, sexy vampires.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
Manly man. Ah, yes, of course. We do love sexy vampires, we do.
It sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most. I was particularly intrigued by these revelations you had while walking in nature.
To be honest, I want to hug Sam. He looks huggable. I think he's a hugger. He gives off hugger vibes.
Oh, yeah, them. Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better.
Prefer vampire librarians. I mean, he's got a bit of... Andromachos has got a bit of a librarian thing going on. A bit of a librarian thing.
After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way
Or like
we
museum
vampires think.
curator.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but
No
it
glasses.
ain't never gone well.
Glasses
I
are a
can try, though.
requirement, are they?
See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive.
Fair enough, Nikki.
Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something. And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
Fascinating, Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
Cognitive who's he what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
Well, I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do-or-die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
I must confess I have no experience with this feeling. I engaged in mortal combat long before the age of gunpowder. But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marcus Aurelius. He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into our worst selves.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Yeah, Marky to his mates.
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marky was a bedroom name.
That kind of mate.
You mean you and the emperor were...
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake.
Excellent.
My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this high noon mine.
Any Americans in chat? I would like to apologize, but also, generally speaking, he's not wrong. They were roommates, everybody. Roommates.
Hello there.
Hello, Model. Welcome in.
I believe we can broaden your definition. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
Ooh, lots of different names for the same thing.
Nosferatu thinking?
It means you are thinking in black and white.
Ah! Excellent. Love that.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid, a success or a failure. The truth is far more complex and colorful. Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking.
Ruh-roh.
I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu thinking. I will repeat them if you miss it.
Okay.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
I mean, that sounds pretty, do or die.
Is that Nosferatu thinking?
No, Samuel. In this case, I am not arguing with reality.
Oh,
if we
yes,
do not
of
drink
course.
blood, we die. This is a fact of being a vampire.
I thought we weren't doing that anymore, though.
Let us continue. Death eventually comes for us all.
No, that's fine.
Mortals will always fear our kind.
That's Nosferatu thinking right there. I've met mortals who knew who I was and weren't scared.
Oh, that's nice.
Very good, Samuel. And even if you hadn't, to say
But I thought we
mortals
weren't
will
drinking blood
always fear
anymore.
us ends any hope that they might not. Always
I may have
is such a
misunderstood.
terminal word, is it not?
Yes.
Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
Yes.
I realize that as vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time. It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless. It's saloon thinking.
Feel attacked.
Two extremes that probably ain't true.
A fascinating observation, Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
Oh man,
Yeah,
It made
I'm
me wish I'd
almost
gotten some
entirely the
schooling.
self-pity
Maybe I
one.
would have figured this stuff out earlier.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush. What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy. Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
Yeah, you're right about that. I used to think I'd never get away from my gang, and maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be. Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
Are you though?
You're testing me, ain't you? That's a control fallacy right there.
Control fallacies? That's a Toreador power, isn't it? It might be. It might be. And I'm pretty sure our man here has had his fair share of control over fallacies. Control fallacy, otherwise known as huge mood. Little bit, yeah.
Well done, Samuel. I am indeed very powerful, but the cosmos holds no awareness of Andromachos.
Andromachos, okay. Not Andromachos. And definitely not Andra Nachos. Could go for nachos.
Of course, as you expertly pointed out with your analogy about the man at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control
I was not
fallacy can be
prepared for
positive or
therapy
negative.
in this game called Vampire Therapist. Excellent. Bravo, Sinister.
Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one. The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it.
Andrew Macho Man, indeed.
My kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever.
I'm sorry about your sweet kitty, but you can always pick up a new one. Or there's lots of them just waiting for a loving home, so you don't need to be lonely.
It was
But
just
also,
an
it's
example,
important to
Samuel.
grieve.
Well spotted, but I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when
Okay,
a
now I
fellow
feel
was
really
dating had our
attacked.
cat mummified.
Aw, that's sad. If somebody used that challenge on me, I would absolutely be like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But they would have wanted you to be happy. You know, I would have fallen for it too, Sam. Maybe I'm just a simple cowboy vampire at heart too. I think I prefer Sam. He's less distracting. That's fair.
I went into a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along by adopting a new friend in need of a home.
I kind of, I like the fact that Andromachos is kind of distracting. Oh, yeah, he does. That's a really good point. I'd be happy to have either as my therapist. Yeah, me too. And you can pay them in blood. Because I don't have any fucking money. If I could pay my therapist in blood, I'd be rolling in good mental health. I don't need all this blood, right? Right? I can make more.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
Oh, that's a little harsh, Mod Hale. Basic care don't, normal healthcare wouldn't do that if, wasn't for, well, other things.
See,
Last one.
I used to be in a gang. They were my whole existence. If you asked me who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard. Once I got away, I realized how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard.
Yeah,
But that's how
exactly.
I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
Very astute, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling. You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive act. When we call ourselves names, even if we find them accurate, we create prophecies we are doomed to fulfill.
I would be curious the effect of my blood on a traditional vampire. That is fair.
For millennia, I thought of myself as a killer. It was not untrue that killing was how I made my way in the world. I was an unstoppable warrior and assassin. But with this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have had. See whether you can catch me doing some labeling in my next few statements.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I am so old, I am ancient.
Oh, come on. I know you've been kicking around a long time, but don't go labeling yourself as ancient.
Okay, maybe that wasn't correct, but I felt attacked for a
But
second
according
there
to
and I
definition,
panicked.
I am ancient. It is not a label, but a specific classification of my age.
Okay.
Well, you look pretty good for being ancient then.
Oh shit, do we want it in his pants now?
The secret is moisturizer, but let us continue.
Ah.
Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner. How shall I describe myself? Yes.
Well, that's about as clear a labeling as it gets.
Not even
Yeah,
gonna
we
let him finish
vampires
that
tend to do a lot
sentence.
of killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Excellent, Samuel. You
Take
are
note,
correct.
Louis.
Labels can be cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
Oh man, I am way too warm. Okay, I am gonna, during the first break, I am gonna go and get changed because I am too warm. It's deeply unpleasant. How have I got this far through the day dressed like this, and now that I'm on stream, it becomes a problem?
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, the murderer, reprobate, and good for nothing.
Rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the steak again. Bravo.
Those are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before me.
Softy, teddy bear, good boy. That's how I would describe him.
Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
No, that's it.
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely
Reprobate
2
is a
centuries.
fantastic word. Always gets hotter in the evening. That is true.
Oh, come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
I'll moisturize during the break. Ruh-roh. Steady now.
Are you now? Tell me, Samuel, what kind of cognitive distortion are you exhibiting when you call yourself a dope?
Yeah, I'm doing some labeling.
Labeling.
I gotta watch myself, huh?
Sorry.
As long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves. As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
Ah. I like that phrase. That's a good phrase.
Huh. I ain't never heard that one before, but I like it.
If it helps solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied. I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking.
Defenestrate also a fantastic word, as is scallywag.
I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify. I will begin. If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
Okay, so we have to pick one here. Kind of feels like a statement of fact to me. But, I'm guessing it must be Nosferatu thinking. If I do this thing will definitely happen. Is it a control fallacy? It doesn't feel like a control fallacy.
Well, that ain't right. He's acting powerless, like a man clinging to the whiskey bottle.
He didn't
say that distortion was?
He did not sound like he was acting powerless there.
If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with.
So it was a control fallacy.
A control fallacy, sir. You're acting like you've got no control, but you could lay down some ground rules for guests, or some newspaper.
Or express concern to my friends that they have not been toilet trained. Very good, Samuel. Let me try another.
I suppose.
I am Andromachus, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the mortal's bane.
Nice to meet you.
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling. Let me try another then. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
Come on. Bye-bye. Porthos getting off of the chair.
Indeed, you are correct. I run my club at a considerable loss, but 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an object to me anyway.
I could go for 3,000 years of banking interest.
Samuel, now I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed. I would very much like to teach you my ways, but I must demand something of you first.
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself. I will not have you seeing clients without a commitment to your own mental health.
So, yes, sir.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. I don't know that I need therapy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
I have. I didn't even notice.
Exactly. Hello, Soup. Welcome in.
They are most insidious, but I am here to help you identify and challenge them.
Hello, Zero. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Wait, a therapist who is a vampire or a therapist who is a vampire? Yes. Or a therapist for vampires. Yes. So, we are Sam the cowboy, and Sam is also a vampire who wants to be a therapist. And Andromachus on the right is a vampire who is also a therapist. I am super smart and good at typing. Don't worry, Zero, so am I. That's what we call labeling. See, I'm learning. I'm learning.
You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
Windows the operating system or Windows the object, Modale? Nikki is a vampire who needs a therapist. Fucking mood, Nikki.
Well, all right, if you say so.
Yes,
I appreciate you
exactly.
taking the time to work on this old cowpoke.
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh. Please, dance, drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
Okay, then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
Referring to the defenestrations in this instance.
You don't have to call
yes.
me sir, you know.
All right then,
Just what he does.
Andromachos.
Oh, look, it spells it the way he says it.
Andromachos.
Andromachos. Okay, we need to remember how to say his name properly, because I don't like saying people's names wrong.
Hey, Andromachos.
Dude, listen to what he says. Come on, you can do this. Andromachos.
Just call me Andy.
Andy. Okay, Andy's a lot easier to say.
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Bye, Andy.
Dang, look at all them mortals, sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty, but there ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on a dance floor.
Oh boy, do I know that feeling. Excellent motto. Really, Cypher. Oof.
Maybe I'll see if the bartender's got anything for me.
Oh, the bartender did offer, so...
If it isn't
Hello,
Clint Eastwood
Crimson.
again. How'd it go, cowboy?
Seems I'll be sticking around. Guess I'd better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with his work. Seems you vampires have a lot of problems to fix. Name's Crimson, by the way.
Fine meeting you, Crimson. How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
Pillow talk. I'm his blood partner.
Oh.
No shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar.
Excellent.
Found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
Oh my.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain.
I think that's fair. Hey, bravo, Mateo. Also,
How rude.
We hit it off, and he asked me to come back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula.
that's fair. New pet name for my girlfriend's now blood partner. Love that. I'm glad that you were able to get something fun out of this game, Nikki, that you can take into your life.
But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Reinhard, look, it's the sexy old guy again.
They're back.
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you will definitely get lucky.
Gold stars to the VAs for this. They've done a really good job.
Pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
Well, not those ones anyway. Very true, Nikki.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
Uh-huh. That's the reason why I approve of. Well, Cypher. I don't really have anything else to say to that, do I? We do have a break that's due to pop in 2 minutes, and I am way too warm, so I want to go and get changed. So this is going to give you folks a little bit of time to think about what we want to do here. So do we want to say they're not our type? Alcohol's bad for them, we don't have any money, or they have to support themselves. You have a think about that and get some meat mecha maintenance in, grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air if you can. If, like me, you are melting in the outfit you're wearing, maybe even go get changed quickly. And I will be back with you in 3 minutes after I've gotten something a little bit cooler on. See you in 3, folks. Yeah, that's the front door. You know what? I've had it with you lot. I'm fucking taking this with me. This is my record now. Fuck the lot of you. I'm out of here.
Well, a street urchin. You what?
Would you like to explain the RuneScape dance to people that aren't familiar?
Yeah, basically if two people were following each other, instead of what happens right now, oh no, it's working.
Yay, it's working!
This is the dance. You just have to be moving when it happens.
There you go, folks. The RuneScape dance.
What are you doing? You being lewd again, Long?
I am
More like
trying to
more like-
actually clean a single bit before I move on to somebody else.
I'm cleaning plenty, okay?
How many dicks have you drawn in the fucking laundry?
Not one dick.
How many times have you written cum on it?
Not once. I'm going
3,
down.
4,
No.
5, 6, 7,
Fucking ladder.
and
But like
8
at the
for the one that we
no,
cleaned
fuck.
off already.
You know what? You know what?
Probably just the one last phase, and then we should be good. I broke it! That's never happened before!
Did it! I did it! Look at us go! Oh, we're so speedy now! Nyom.
Poison ready? Yeah, work was okay. Just gonna... She's watching a fucking horror movie. I love her. I love her so much. It's like, oh no, my friend, I must save you. Oh, that was fucking great.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you're all feeling refreshed. I certainly am. And I sat down just as the break ended. Speedrunning getting changed now. Yeah, they're not being subtle, mod hell, but you know what? Power to them. They know what they want and they're being upfront about it. And as Nikki points out, some of us still wouldn't get the hint. Someone could be brazenly flirting with me and I would not notice in the slightest. And part of that is down to the reason I need therapy. No, glass is still filthy. Christ on a bike. I don't know what it is, but my glasses just seem to get filthy within seconds now. I am not Twitch appropriate at this moment. I am jealous. I wish I could be not Twitch appropriate at this moment, but I can't. Oh, heck. Oh, welcome back, Nikki. Okay. Can I see out of these now? Yes. Sort of. I really need to get new glasses, I think. I think the coating on them, like the protective coating's just fucked. I've had them for like a decade now, so it's no big surprise, I guess. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to tell them that we're broke? That they're not our type? That alcohol is bad for them? Oh heck. At least I'm not the only one that is super oblivious to this kind of stuff. I feel slightly better about it now. Yeah, definitely feeling better about it now. Okay. So, what are we thinking? I mean, clearly, Sam is not interested in them. He's not here for that right now. Maybe another time, but not now. I'm kind of leaning towards telling them that we don't have the money, to be honest with you. It's just like, they said, buy us a drink and you'll definitely get laid. Send them to me instead. I wish I could, Nikki. If I could, I would. I promise you that. But there's no send to Nikki option, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards I don't have the money. So unless anybody has any objections, that's what I'm going to click on. And off it goes.
I ain't buying you a drink. All I got are good old-fashioned dollars.
Yeah, that's fair, Nikki. We only have literally
All we
old
have on
dollars.
our money are buildings. You have all the sexy old men.
She's insatiable.
All right, I'll buy it. Which of them old men are sexy?
I like Hamilton. His posture is just so powerful.
There is a dollar coin that has Eisenhower's face on it.
Oh, you are right. Eisenhower is, how do you Americans say, a snack?
I get it. You like older men.
Really? What gave it away? Okay, so that didn't work. I guess we just have to be upfront about it.
I ain't buying you a drink. You ain't exactly my type.
Oh, we don't want to marry you. We just want to have fun with you.
Oh, they're so persistent.
You kids are too much.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we can just go through all of them.
This stuff's terrible for you.
Are you making a joke? We are at a bar.
It's okay. He's just trying to be protective. Aren't you, Opa?
You know, I think the drinks here ain't strong enough for you two. I ain't buying you a drink. I think I'd be insulting your economic status.
Okay, I need to remember this line too. So many lines I'm gonna have to remember from this
don't worry
game.
about us. We just like to feel special. We have lucrative jobs in IT.
Of course they have lucrative jobs in IT. They're goths.
Oh yeah? Well, maybe you can help me. See, my printer died again. Getting real tired of these things.
Please, we are here to party.
Well, you won't piss off, even though I've asked you very nicely to leave me alone several times
But
now.
Get a laser printer.
Fair enough, Nikki. I'll take your word for it. Lucrative jobs in IT? Yeah. Gotta either be goths, furries, or both. Yep.
Well, thanks for the tip.
That's how it works.
That ink seems to be more valuable than blood. Well, these kids just ain't gonna leave me alone.
Evidently. Fine. For the record, this is not cool.
Hello there.
Oh, hey Tabby, welcome in. Oh, hello. She's pretty. She is pretty goals. She is pretty goals. Unfortunately, she's also very, very persistent. We've said no thank you 4 times. And her partner there are still trying to get in our pants. It's not cool. It's not cool. We've said no thank you. We're not playing hard to get. We have said no thank you. And now you're forcing us to buy you a drink. It's not
Stop
cool.
teasing the cowboy, Kinder.
Thank you, Crimson. You are my knight in studded armor.
They're just messing with you. Drinks are free here.
But dang, really? I ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
It's no wonder he's operating at a loss then.
Call it a drink exchange.
Ah.
Huh. So, everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Yeah,
Only
Crimson's
as long as
amazing.
there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here.
Yay, everybody! We have consensual biting in this game, and only consensual biting. The best kind of biting. I actually killed for her fit, not gonna lie, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
Oh god, there's a kink room.
Wait, kink room?
Chat down.
Mm-hmm. You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
I'm from Missouri, but point taken.
I appreciate that the game has twice now taken a pot shot at how prudish Americans generally are.
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there. Just have fun and drink your fill, handsome. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you. Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
Ach so, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky then.
Oh boy.
My neck scrubs with
Kink room,
anticipation.
kink room. Oh god.
Right. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
Thanks, Crimson. Think.
I knew a man who wore this much leather couldn't be boring.
Ow.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
Think that was a please, no, don't say that, Sam. I don't think you realise what you've just said to them. In the kink room of all places.
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
That's fair.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me with those?
I like how Sam is just like, oh well, this is weirding me out, but when in kinky Rome. Yeah, exactly. He's kind of gone, I've come into somebody else's place and it's their rules here, and I just need to understand what their rules and customs are and give it a go. Try anything once, you know?
That's the plan. Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Oh my.
Well, step right on up.
Oh, das hat sich gut angefühlt.
That work? I don't know if that worked or not.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it my turn yet?
Sure?
Sure thing. Come on over.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Reinhard, the hot old vampire wore me out.
Me too, Maxie. I feel as though I have set up a mail server. I will get us a taxi cab, Liebchen. Und du, cowboy?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, sure thing, fella. You can help me with my new laser printer.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably get to my coffin.
Samuel, wait a moment. I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
I think so.
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
You're sleeping in a storage center. I love Sam even more.
Storage center?
I love him more and more
Please,
every
you can
moment.
use my guest coffin. I insist. You must be
Yes,
well rested for the
guest
challenges
coffin.
ahead.
Guess I got a big night tomorrow,
Guest
huh?
coffin.
I should get a good day's sleep.
Wonderful. Please, follow me.
I'm a little concerned with how he's smiling at me. This game is something else. I know, right?
Well,
I knew you
that-
folks would enjoy
this is
it.
mighty plush. Guess it's one of them smart coffins.
Wow. This is his guest coffin?
Let's see what's on TV.
Yeah, like, I'm not the biggest fan of enclosed spaces, but this is kind of cozy.
Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation.
Excellent.
Not sure I should stay up watching movies, though. Well, ain't much else to do in here. I think it's about time I hit the hay. Hope I'm cut
Wish
out
my
for
guest
all this.
coffin was that pretty. That's fair. And a handle on the inside, how considerate. Yes, that does make it much less daunting to be inside. Very nice touch, yes.
Samuel, good evening. I hope you slept well.
Hello.
Like the dead, as they say.
Is it just a room shaped like a coffin? I mean, it might be. I'd be okay with that.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Oops.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I don't think there's any practically about it, Sam. They were throwing themselves at you. Repeatedly. And without cessation.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Is he flirting with us? I think he might be flirting with us.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
We can't blush. Confirming a fact from earlier. There you go, D, you got your answer. We cannot blush.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
Imagine how much that would cost to rent in London. Yeah, I can, and I wish I couldn't. I mean, he can't get hard either. Or Bruce. Yeah.
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
But you don't need to get hard to have fun.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers.
Oof, that's scary, Nikki. Yeah. Can imagine it'd be quite pricey.
I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on
Twilight
yourself.
Burn. Yep. Would it be a vampire game if it didn't include a Twilight Burn, though?
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
Of course, that's you stinky, buddy. Little bath tomorrow. That's right. Bath. Clean your teeth as well. Stinky teeth.
You are most perceptive. Yes. Perhaps you can tell me
Also,
what it
Buffy
is.
the Vampire Slayer burn, that is very true.
When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
I'm thinking it's either labeling or Nosferatu thinking. Because he's not acting like he... Or is he? I was going to say he's not acting like he's not got any control, but it could be that he's acting like he's got too much control. But also it feels like there's a bit of labeling in there because he's labeling all vampires as thinking the same. And maybe not the Nosferatu thinking because that's more of a do or die situation is the way they've been applying it, so. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Model. But it feels like there's other stuff sort of sewn into it as well. But yeah, control fallacy feels like it fits the most. So let's see. Porthos, why are you licking the chair? Sorry, Porthos is being weird.
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right? I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients.
Sat down now.
You will do what you can do, and that is enough.
Yes. And that goes for therapy in this as much as it does anything else in life. Do what you can. That is enough. Porthos.exe overheating, erratic behavior may occur. Yeah, a little bit.
But I am eager to learn how you develop this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Put the fan on for the boy. There you go, Bobby. See if that makes you feel any better. Please excuse any fan noises in the background that you can hear. It is for the sake of the dog.
Well, like I told you when I first V-mailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? That's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch.
Okay, so that's the labeling one.
Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
I mean, it's the way he's talking about what he used to be like.
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
He didn't. He said he was a no-account piece of shit, but he's not now.
I'd say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang.
Oh, did you accidentally leak some Magic the Gathering cards before release?
I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before. They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years, and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country.
Hello.
Hello, Waddledee. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Don't know. Other than Sam's origin, we haven't really had any of that kind of information divulged to us.
I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the
I mean, he's living in
Transcendentalists helped
Germany,
me.
if that helps.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
Well, the voice cast for this is a pretty solid voice cast, so maybe it's somebody from Destroy All Humans too? He is a vampire, Waddledee. Both of them are vampires.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator.
Yeah, exactly, Nikki. How am I gonna tell the cans of baked beans from the prune juice?
Truth statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your
Do you
own
feel
mind.
better now?
Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure.
Not too bad, thanks, Waddledee. I hope you're doing well as well.
And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
Porthos keeps saying please and headbutting my hand because he wants more pets. So I'm gonna have to pet him and play the game at the same time.
You got that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Nikki, thank you for the treat for Porthos. Oh, I got my hand stuck in the tree jar. Okay, hang on a second, buddy. Let me try and get you on camera for everybody. Is he on now? Lisa, please. Good boy. Here you go. Big crunchy. Oh, what hell? Thank you for the treat for the bar staff. No, you can't have something out of this jar, baby. Oh, and a stretch as well. Thank you very much. The treat is a rhubarb and custard. Thank you. I'll do the stretch now. I'm already unshrimping, but I will do an additional unshrimp. Just for you.
Here, have you taken your meds today?
Hold on, though. Ain't there
Get it
some
fucking
things we
done.
really should do?
Thank you for the Medicate reminder as well. I've already taken my meds. But if anybody in chat hasn't yet, please take this as an opportunity to do so. You could argue that Near Dark is Vampire Cowboys technically as well. Near Dark is great. And I think it can work, people just don't bother with it. Take my meds, make me. But I'm not gonna make you. I'm not your parent and or guardian.
Of course, there are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise. Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion.
I took them anyway, yes!
I should go to the vampire dentist.
Success.
You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
Bravo, Model. I frankly wasn't paying too much attention to what he was saying to me.
That's the one. No one should go to a dentist. Goddamn butchers.
That's a very cowboy thing to say.
That is not true. We have to go to the dentist. Our teeth are important to us. How long has it been since
That's
you've
some
seen a dentist,
1800s thinking right there.
No, not since the Civil War, and I'd rather keep it that way.
Yeah, there you go. He's not been to the dentist since the Civil War. He has an excuse to hate dentists. Yeah, me too, Tabby. I put in a request to be like added to the list, as it were, at our local dentist, and that was like a year ago, and they've not got back to me yet. I'm still waiting. Oh, big hugs, Nikki.
We'll talk about that in another session. Let's try again. I should drink blood today.
I can't remember what a should statement is, so I'm gonna look at my book. Judges and ourselves with arbitrary rules on how things should be, and then we get hopping mad. Our expectations aren't met. Okay. I'm a vampire, I should live in a castle. When you're in a gang, the gang needs to be your family and no one else. Cowboy must never show fear. Okay.
I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
I mean, you absolutely should. Because she's fucking glorious. But, is that the should statement? Because she's the blood partner? No worries, Nikki.
I should be wary of sexually transmitted diseases.
If he doesn't, I will platonically. Yes, as will I. We'll all just line up to take Crimson out on a platonic date.
Did you miss my should statement? Let's try again.
I think
should
I
go
did.
to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
Okay, so we should take care of our teeth.
I should
It
take my
must
blood
be.
partner
It must be the
Crimson
Crimson
out
one.
on a date.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
Ah, right, okay, I understand now. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean... You should take her out on a date, she deserves it.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself. I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
Oh.
Hold on.
We're in there, chat.
I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
Oh, look, he's such a good boy.
She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner.
Okay, I love those two. I fucking love them. So she does whatever the fuck she wants, he does whatever the fuck he wants, and they just spend time in each other's company, and she lets him drink her blood. That's relationship goals right there, you know?
Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart.
Aww.
I think you will be an excellent therapist.
That's so cute.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
Oh, you did the thing again, Sam.
You're uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
I'm being attacked by the video game again, chat.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing. I spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either. I understand your discomfort, Samuel.
Drinking buddies with
have
benefits,
done
fuck
terrible
yeah.
things that I cannot erase.
Love that.
But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
Yeah, but try telling me that.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive.
Hey, it me!
I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality, with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds. I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things. I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people. The good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you done.
Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow.
Hooray. Well, Sam, you could have spent 140 years killing, but you chose not to. That is a good choice. That is very
Whoa,
true.
Tomorrow? I
Very
only just
true.
started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
Yeah, let's do some practice. Called out by a vampire game. I know, right? Well, I think I know what the title of my memoir is going to be. Yeah, I think I
could use the help.
Very well, Samuel. Let's try some examples. I will give you a statement, and you find the cognitive distortion in it.
Okay.
I am far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore, I should be a movie star.
Well, it's got should in it, so is it a should statement? I think it is. He's definitely not disqualifying the positives. Imagine getting to lie down on a sofa and get therapied by these two. So wholesome for blood drinking predators. Okay, bravo. But also maybe a little bit...
You filthy animals.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the should statement here. Because I don't really think it fits the other ones. But I might be wrong. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one. That's a should statement right there. You're not insecure enough to be an actor anyway.
Excellent, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Yes. Yes,
if
please.
I cannot consume high-quality blood, I might as well drink blood from Florida.
Oh, burn. Also potentially a interview with a vampire reference. So that's labeling the blood drinking symbiotes. Yeah. That's Nosferatu thinking. It's do or die.
That's Nosferatu thinking, ain't it?
Correct, Samuel. That being said, I am sure there is still decent blood to drink in Florida, but I would bring a test kit anyway.
I am sorry to my viewers that live in Florida. I'm sure you're the decent blood.
Would you like another exercise?
Yes, please.
I am an antediluvian old fart.
Well, that sounds like labeling to me.
Okay,
you ain't
that
just
one's
an old
okay.
fart.
I can do that one.
Are you actually older than the flood, though?
I'm imagining a vampire Florida man. Oh no, drained him a little too hard. Shit.
Do I look that old?
Yeah, I know a couple of decent Floridians.
Oh, not at all. I was just...
Oh, panic.
I'm joking, Samuel. Don't worry. The myth of the flood was at least 1,000 years before I was born. Would you like another exercise?
Go on then.
With my terrifying powers, I know I shall never be destroyed.
That feels like a control fallacy. Like the in-control side of it rather than the out-of-control side of it.
I think that's a control fallacy, unless you know something I don't.
That's correct, Samuel. Though my powers are indeed phenomenal, the universe holds mysteries and dangers I cannot fathom. Would you like another exercise?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get a liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
How much is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired. Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh my. Yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace. Ah, Samuel, glad to see you are awake. Your first client is on his way.
First client. First client. Are we excited, everybody? We're going to meet our first client. We're going to be a vampire therapist. A verapist. A vampirist.
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this?
Client!
These are people's brains I'm messing with.
Not directly.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
Shucks.
Okay.
Wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
Excellent.
You can see the future?
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
It's alright for some. You're disqualifying the positive, though.
If seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
You barely require my aid as it is. If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically.
That's disqualifying the positive, Andy. Yeah, it is. Ah, yes. Vampire mind tricks. Excellent. I hope he praises us more. I like it when he praises us.
Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things.
It's okay if he's getting the praise and it's not me directly. It's when I get praised directly that I don't like it. I need to work on that.
Let us look at your first client's case file.
Okay.
Dr. Drain, huh? He ain't got no first name?
He looks kind of angry. He's 430. He's male. He's English. Dr. Drain is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion experiment. Now runs a global pharmaceutical research company. Now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion detected. Strong irritability on the phone. Investigate Drain's drinking and sleeping habits. God damn it, Tabby. Thank you for the compliment. I will not disqualify the positive because Modhale will point it out.
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age.
Huh. So
I'm
is it funny
fine.
that he kept the title?
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall
Thank
be
you, Tabby.
meditating in my coffin, but I will
I will
sense when
always
you need
accept
my help.
hugs. Compliments, I still struggle with. Praise, I still struggle with. Hugs, love hugs. I'll give you some confrontation therapy compliments. No, don't do that. Please. Dr. Drano, yep. Accepting praise is legit hard, though. It really fucking is.
But I...
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself and all will be well.
Okay, I need Andy the vampire in my brain all the time. That voice telling me that I can handle shit, I think it would work.
Satan bless it all, I hate flying!
That's certainly an accent you've got there, mate.
Oh, hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you?
Vampire cowboy?
My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain.
Had a single bottle of Timbark apple cherry juice with a takeout meal. Now I crave more. I have never heard of that, but apple cherry juice sounds amazing, and I want some.
And American as well? Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Like you can fucking talk, lovey.
Oh well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you?
Wow, this guy's a prick.
And
okay, we're not supposed to say that about the
American
patients.
Ignorance
We're not
is
supposed to say
bliss,
that
I
about the
suppose.
patients.
Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee.
Throw him out the window? I mean, I'm kind of feeling that, yeah. Who let in David Tennant's English Oxford grad cousin? I know, right? Polish brand of juice. Less sweet and a lot more refreshing than Western stuff. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't like sweet fruit juice. Press the defenestration button. I wish there was a defenestration button, but no. I'm sorry, this one says disqualifying the positive, not defenestrate, idiot.
Damn it, how am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask him.
Or defenestrate the pissant, actually, seeing as that seems more appropriate for him.
Are you alright, Samuel?
He turned into Cortana. Cortana Andy. Cortandy.
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
Yeah, but he's an arsehole.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Quiet.
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want?
To not be talking to an American, I think. Wants a reality check. I feel like he does need a reality check, but whether that's what he wants or not is another question. Does he just want to complain? Yeah, exactly. 0.
I think he just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he?
He doesn't stop himself. He's just letting it all hang out.
So what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
Tolerate his abuse. Fucking seriously, Andy. That's not a good starting point.
Well, if you say
we
so.
still need to set boundaries. Therapists need to set boundaries. Therapists in the real world do set boundaries. And just sitting there while he insults you because you're from America seems kind of like the sort of thing you would set a boundary for. Just saying.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Well, are you just going to sit there?
Well, that's what you seem to want me to do.
I was just gonna ask how your trip here was.
Boundaries are essential in all things. They absolutely fucking are. So no defenestration button, but there is a be a punching bag button. It certainly fucking seems that way, yeah.
My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat.
That sounds great. I wish I turned into a bat. I'd love to fly places.
I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me?
Shame. Should have tried a bit harder.
Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey.
I flew all the way here from Britain, boy, and my arm's tired. Your familiar is a car? Oh my god, is this familiar Optimus Prime? This is actually a Transformers crossover game. It'd be more likely to be Bumblebee, wouldn't it? Let's face it.
I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform. All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away. Well, I suppose I'm alive, in the manner of speaking anyway. You all right there, pal? Yes, I'm fine, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine.
How would Transformer vampires even work? Do they leech off Energon? Loop? Who knows? Hello, Waffle. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I've broken the ticker again. I can't go 5 minutes without breaking that damn thing. Guess that's something else for me to fix later.
I take it you've read my case file and know why I'm here?
Yeah. His horse died. He has an addiction. But the urge to click the middle option is very strong. He has an addiction.
You're here for an addiction problem. Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it?
No. No. Don't treat it like that. Addiction is a mental health issue as much as anything else is. And that goes for alcohol as well as drugs. And that goes for drugs that can be obtained legally just as much as it does drugs that can be obtained illegally. What is a transformer? A miserable little pile of cogs. Excellent. Bravo. 0. Best reference of the night. Well done.
What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away.
That's not how this works. It takes time.
Tips? Let me think.
Would you like a hug? How about a milder addiction?
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you, but I'm here to listen.
Have you tried not taking the drugs anymore?
You know,
I mean, he
never in
probably
my life
has.
thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T.
Holds up a steampunk triumphantly. Behold, a transformer! Excellent. Go cold turkey. I've done it 3 or so times. And I'm questionably fine. A milder addiction? How about collecting glass figurines? That's a very good addiction to have. I like that one. Cocaine's a bitch. Have you tried Adderall instead? Have you heard of Warhammer? Yeah, exactly. We need to get him into Warhammer because it's also painting therapy. And we love art therapy. Wendy's. Best fucking chat on the internet, hands down. Love you lot. You're great.
And I know how you English love your tea. Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
That's good to know. In this setting, vampires don't just drink blood. This is good.
I appreciate the concern, though.
That is very true, Nikki.
I must admit, I'd rather soar myself above this whole addiction thing. But tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything.
Thank you for the snooze.
You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design.
Plasma?
A necessary component of my own scientific goals.
Plasma? Is there anyone in chat that says plasma? I'm not judging. I need to know if that's just they've gotten plasma. I need to know if they've gotten someone who isn't English to come and do the voice acting. And they think that's how we say fucking plasma. And they think that's how we say plasma, or if it's me being northern and there are actually people in the UK, well, in England, let's face it, it's got to be England, doesn't it, that speak like that. I don't want to judge, I just want to understand. You know, guy that said plasticine? Yeah, my cousins grew up in London, and one of them, when they were really little, used to say Bath and thought that Bath was spelt B-R-F. Bath. Plasma. I wonder if I'll remember this for next time we play this, because if I do, I will just make the title of the stream Plasma.
You're losing me.
Yeah, you've lost me.
Well, let me try
You
to make
lost
it
me at
simple.
Plasma.
I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive.
Say bath and photograph, but not plasma. I appreciate that it seems to be getting additional A's every time someone says it. It's more common among the elder generations. Ah, maybe. I'm surprised he doesn't say vampire. I made crack blood. Yeah, he made crack blood.
Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do.
Damn it, Drain, I'm a psychiatrist, not a geneticist or a biochemist.
I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal: synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity.
Just say crack blood. Yeah, exactly. Or like lab-made blood or synthetic blood. If you just said synthetic blood, we'd understand what was going on here. Plastic. Yeah, I've heard people say plastic
sounds
before.
Pretty impressive, Doc.
Still odd to me, but you know. Just realised the reference. Yes.
Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that
He's
is the
invented
plasma I'm addicted
heroin.
to.
He has. I appreciate how many like vampire media references they have stuffed into this game already.
Pathetic.
And I'm
isn't
not
it?
just saying that because
I
it
have
took a
spent
pot shot at
400
Twilight
years
earlier.
trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace.
Very received pronunciation way of saying it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe you've had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre. Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem.
Yay!
Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Can I?
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
Yes.
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
Oh, yes.
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure. But it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure. I am a realist, that's all.
Are you though?
Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I don't know many people who would call working with leukocytes dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set.
Yeah, but you have a novel and unique drug addiction that you made yourself. That is quite a feat. Most crackheads don't get anywhere near that accomplished. Yeah, exactly. Most folks just buy their drugs. They don't make their own.
Perhaps.
And even if they do, they're following a recipe normally, not just making the recipe up as they go along.
But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years. You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this. Well, who said you should have achieved more?
Yeah. You've heard me say this a lot on this channel, but you should never judge a fish by how well it can climb a tree.
Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work.
You do! A unique drug addiction.
And what happens if you don't?
Thank you, Chibi-tan. Okay, we are going to go for the break this time. But hopefully we'll get to the end of the therapy session or to a break in the therapy session beforehand.
Well, that's my point. That is not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality. Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death. Now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
That is not true. They get addicted to other people's drugs.
Come on, Sam, there's some distortions in that whole speech you missed, you dang fool. Oh,
I am a fool.
Now I'm labeling. Hey, Cowpoke, you mind repeating all that stuff you just said? I most certainly do mind, but very well.
Sorry.
Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world.
I got that one.
Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
This feels like it might be a control fallacy.
So it's all your fault that you haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood. It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience.
Had to be me. Anybody else would have gotten it wrong.
Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. It sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I am a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding. And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding?
No.
No, of course not. I'm not a wizard. So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc?
Yeah.
That is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Calling himself irrelevant? Labeling?
Now, why would you go and label yourself irrelevant? What else do you call a man who has nothing to show after 400 years?
But you do have something to show, silly Billy.
Slapping a label on yourself don't do nothing but weigh you down. Oh, well played, Cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic.
That's also technically labeling, but we're not going to
I'm aware that
prod
in
him too
reality
hard.
progress has been made, enough to get to this point.
Exactly, Sinister.
But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
I did.
Ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs.
They do.
Yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are.
See, we found some common ground.
But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug. So what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive.
Okay. On that note, we are going to go for our break. So now is a great time, everybody, to grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air. Don't do any Nosferatu thinking. get some meat mecha maintenance in, and we will be back in 3 minutes to finish this therapy session and maybe start the next one. But I have made a promise to Slow that we are going to have dinner together tonight, so I will need to finish up at some point fairly soon. Right, we'll see you folks in 3. How are we going to convince Brother Matthew to pay us early? Are we just gonna, like, give him a swirly? It's great, I love it. I love it. This is why I like hanging out with you two.
There's like 3 modes my conversation has, which is filth, affirmations, and so that's why we need to like rebuild society.
There's some teak. There's a bit of ebony. Some cedar or cedar, if you prefer. Rosewood. And I can't even pronounce that. Special bread. Cider? Oh, Porthos, you adorable flaily git. I hear you, little friend. I'm coming. There you are. Hello. Hello. Oh, shit!
This is rubbish. This is an abomination.
The game lied to me. I feel betrayed. I will never trust a grub in a jar again.
It's fine. Just pick the one you'd most want to boink.
Okay, Tidders, get ready with a poll, I think. I think that's how this is going to end up going.
They ruined my life. There will be no boink.
Okay, no, I'm dead. End the stream. Oh, fuck.
Would you like to explain the RuneScape dance to people that aren't familiar?
Yeah, basically if 2 people were following each other, instead of what happens right now, oh no, it's working.
Yay, it's working!
This is the dance. You just have to be moving when it happens.
There you go, folks. The RuneScape dance.
First try.
Yay!
If you get hit while you're swimming, it will break the game. Because when you get hit, it will cancel your fake flipper.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. Hope you're all feeling refreshed. Okay, let's carry on with this therapy session. I think Dr. Drain has waited long enough. Thank you, Sinister.
Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man.
Do love a nap.
I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else. Someone who lives.
Okay.
And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed.
Oh, that's nice. I'd love to wake up like that one day.
You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night? Oh, nothing of the sort. Oh well, I'm glad to hear that. You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself. Oh, wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep? Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do.
Dude, just because you're dead doesn't mean you don't need sleep.
So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you're a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
I mean, depression is a sensible reaction to all the shit going on in the world, but also sleep does help it not feel quite so bad. As does eating and drinking water and getting a little bit of exercise. Like, the series, there was a point in time because of it raining when we didn't take Porthos out because he doesn't like going out in the rain. He refuses to go out. And because we didn't walk him for like 3 weeks, my mental health took a nosedive. And literally all it was a 25-minute walk in the evenings after the sun's gone down. And quitting Twitter. Yep. Quitting Twitter also helps. I don't see the hydrate redeem, but yours should hydrate some more even though it's just been a break. It's fucking hot. That was a very good point. The hydrate redeem should be there somewhere. The jukebox redeem is there when it shouldn't be, which is interesting. Obviously the jukebox isn't working today. There it is.
Get nice.
There you go, Tabby.
For me, won't you?
One hydrate.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, one life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Is this Nosferatu thinking, or is it a control fallacy? It's not Nosferatu thinking, we've been through this already, because they use that for do or die situations rather than strictly black and white situations. Or black and white thinking. Should statements? I'm not sure.
In the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must
maybe
be what
maybe these
ignoramus feels
being
like.
accessible right now. Labeling himself. Oh, he might be labeling himself as a whiner, yeah. This feels like it's almost definitely labeling.
You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus? The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think? But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided.
Exactly, and bliss is fun. Another thing that I've talked about on stream quite a lot is the way people perceive me because I'm so fucking chipper. 90% of the time. I mean, you folks generally see me when I'm chipper and not when I'm not. People in my inner circle get to see me all the time. And they're still here, so I would apologise for that, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to be better about things. I appreciate them for remaining in my inner circle and remaining with me, even when things are tough. I don't know if you're out there in chat, but if you are, you know who you are.
Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool.
But it's not. I'm happy, but it's a conscious choice. I make the conscious choice to be happy and to see the light in things and to take joy from things, even when things are shit. Because it doesn't just bring me up, it brings everyone around me up. You know? It's a little act of, I guess, kindness that I can do for others by just being myself. Seeing the joy and the light in things and sharing that. But also, it's okay to not be okay sometimes, exactly. Nobody's okay all the time. Life is shit, but at least it makes fun squelchy noises between my toes. That is disgusting. Bravo, Modale. Bravo. Punch the Tories you can't control. Yes, exactly. You gotta choose to do something about it. Control the things you can control, punch the Tories you can't control. Yeah, exactly. It's very when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Or develop a lemon launcher. Whichever you prefer. I like to make lemon drizzle cake.
Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel. What, shall I say that by being ignorant, I am a noble genius? Still just labels.
Yep, still just labels.
It wears off rather quickly, but I must admit that I've been chasing that feeling of false contentment. Partner, I gotta cut in here. You're saying a lot of things that just ain't true. Start from the top.
It's so yummy, isn't it? I don't want your damned lemons, life. I'm glad you got the reference there, Zero. Demand to speak to Life's manager.
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
I mean, he's being rude to us at the beginning, and that really puts me on the back foot. I'm good at making cakes. Excellent, Tabby. We love a baking ratto. I think this might be a control fallacy. Because he's basically saying he's got no control over anything, so he may as well just be depressed about it. Oh, I love a good pie. If this is this Nosferatu thinking one thing isn't good, everything is shit and worthless? Yeah, it could be, actually. Let's try Nosferatu thinking then.
Come on now.
Spot
it's a big
on, well
world out
done.
there, and different things are depressing to different people.
This is very true.
Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible
rubbish.
person, as you call
This is
him,
an abomination.
might even be a different degree of depressed?
Short crust pie is that, is none of that fancy puff pastry rubbish. Yeah, exactly. We love a short crust pie.
Very well. I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole. Mild is putting it mildly, Buckaroo. Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed.
Oh, steady on now.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, life
That
is hard.
is
Yes, now
lovely.
why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner? Is that not what I currently am? Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used.
Arsehole is the word I've used because you keep being abusive to us.
Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label. Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer.
Or getting your feelings off your chest.
Moaning, whinging,
even if it is in an
bellyaching,
unproductive
still
way.
all just labels. I don't believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case.
Yeah, I'd make a terrible therapist.
But as I was saying... Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience. I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good.
Can we at
What's the
least
problem?
introduce him to physical therapy? That's where we beat him with the chair leg, right?
First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
Mate, you say plasma, you definitely need a fucking nap.
What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance.
However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed, but I also smell of blood and sex.
Oh. Oh. He gets high and goes a fucking. Good on you, lad.
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful.
Excellent. To diversify your experiences, our next session will be conducted in full contact sign language. Excellent, well done. Is he roofing himself? I think he's roofing himself. Still not seeing the problem.
I guess you must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time.
Well, it's certainly some part of you's idea of a good time.
I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly.
Oh, he's baring his
ill-bred
fangs.
Monster.
Ill-bred monster, eh? Is that how you see people that wear football jerseys? Is it?
I don't go
Kelsey
gallivanting
Priest.
into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood.
Coitus! Coitus! Dude! Go to bed! Go to bed! The last person that committed this many crimes against an accent that I understood got a round to the head. That's all I'm saying. He's such a Redditor. Oh my god. Bite my soft, blood-filled ass. Excellent. Excellent. Lets him not be an uptight asshole for a few hours. Yeah, and wouldn't it be nice if he was just like that all the time? Ruh-roh. Steady on.
I'll do.
Down. Chat. Down. Coitus. Coitus. Honestly. Drain, you've had too much plasma.
It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things. Well, I should be better at it.
I bet he goes full Cockney when he's not wound up and tired, yeah. This is all just a front. That's a should statement.
You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you.
Is it, if ifs and ands were pots and pans, we'd have no need for tinkers? That's what my grandma likes to say.
You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
Yeah, that's fair, Tinnis. That's excellent, I love it. Vampire that feels bad about sucking strangers off in alleys. He's gonna starve, isn't he? Yeah, probably. One of my friends gets increasingly posher when he's upset. See, I go the other way. I get increasingly more Yorkshire as I get more enraged. Which is why when we're faced with a character in a game that I don't like, I suddenly start going Yorkshire. Basically, if I'm not perfectly balanced, I start tilting towards Yorkshire. Yorkshire at both ends of the scale. Weird dumpster fire in the middle. It's the right way to lean. I agree.
Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults.
Don't go southern. Don't go that way.
I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts? I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years.
Exactly.
It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas.
We do.
Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it. Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again.
Oh, we're getting to the end of the session.
Be good to yourself, all right, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff.
Angry cowboy, though. Yeah, angry cowboy I could go for.
Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all. Is that actually gonna happen, though? It might.
Will it, though?
You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you? I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
All right, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking. I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind.
Yeah, from what I understand of therapy, that's generally how it starts. They tear you down to build you back up.
You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am.
Supportive way, obviously. Not in a bad way.
Yes, well, that is certainly true. Very well. I shall do some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect.
Ha ha ha. No reflections.
I shall see you in precisely 4 weeks, then. Farewell, Sam.
Farewell, Dr. Draino. Drain. Damn it, Sarah, you've got me saying it now.
I knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased.
Chat, we got a flawless client session. And that's a rare achievement, apparently. Look at you, folks. Go, you're so smart. I'm so proud of you. We'll make vampire therapists out of all of us.
Excellent!
Thank you, Sinister. Yay, great success indeed. Flawless victory was the name of the achievement. I am including myself. We're all going to be amazing vampire therapists. Good teamwork.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good.
Good, Samuel.
And he was less abusive by the end of the session, which was nice.
But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin.
Oh, do we get to bite more goths?
Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you.
Oh.
I bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy. Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Biting goths for the win. Agreed. I love this game. We get to do therapy with vampires. We get to be a cowboy and a vampire. And, even better, we get to bite goths. Consensually. Because consent is key. Say it with me.
Well, that's it, I guess.
Got new music.
My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. I sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Hi, Crimson.
Isn't Yosemite Sam? How you doing tonight, partner?
She's gonna run out of cowboys eventually. Next week's client, full of a feral Nosferatu that's dragged him by his friends before they need to put him down. Oh god, I hope not. I need to rewatch What We Do in the Shadows. It's such a great little film.
Well, better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke. District of Columbia girl here.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I do.
There were a lot of cowboys, this is true.
You should hear my German.
Oh, maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first therapy session with a real client.
My brain's full tonight is just me, constantly.
Oh yeah? How do you think it went?
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end. You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these vamps out. They know how to hold on to their problems.
Well, they've had a long time to do it.
You ain't kidding.
Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
Yeah, that's fair.
Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light.
Don't you fucking dare slander the typewriter. Typewriters are fucking amazing. I have a Lego one behind me. I'm not biased in the slightest.
Keep it up, cowboy.
I love typewriters.
You're a breath of fresh air for these ancient ones.
How do you think it went, Sam? Well, he's still alive, so I think I did well. I love typewriters. Yes! More typewriter fans in chat. We love that. Yes. Exactly, Modhale. Love a classical
Anyone ever tell you
mechanical
you're wise beyond your
typewriter.
years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
How old are you? Don't fall for the trap. We're not gonna be rude here.
I'm gonna do the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
Typewriters don't restart with a forced update in the middle of a writing session. This is true.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
Holy shit, she looks amazing!
50? I died around that age and I look like shit. But you ain't
That's a little harsh.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too, just not enough to turn me into one of you.
Ah, so she maintains her youthful good looks without having to deal with them for eternity.
I've been 30 for a good while now.
Ah.
But you ain't joining our team? Sounds like a story.
Not for tonight, buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night. Andy told me to give this to you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
Oh, pretty. Am I going to end up with another bottle of what is essentially blood behind the bar? I think I am. I think we're going to have another blood bottle, everybody. Because that's really pretty. And it'll be really easy to pixel. Just going to screen cap that.
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood.
Maybe she can't give up garlic bread. I mean, that would be why I wouldn't get turned, yeah. Can't give up garlic. I love garlic too much.
Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
It's all that high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, it ain't so bad. I gotta ask though, what does Andy's blood taste like?
That feels like it might be a bit of a personal question.
Me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
Okay.
I ain't sure I understand.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay?
Oh, hey!
Of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Thank you for my juice. Garlic, my beloved, yep.
There he is, my incredible protege.
See, I cannot stand looking at myself, Tidders, so the mirrors thing wouldn't be an issue for me, and I would just do the Viago from What We Do in the Shadows thing and just be like, ooh, look, it's haunted, with every mirror I came across. Because I am a dweeb. And I find shit like that hilarious. Main problem with garlic is that no recipes call for enough, so I feel like some kind of fiend tripling the garlic or more. Oh no, I'm the same, Zero. Like, I actually grow my own garlic, and I put like 4 or 5 bulbs worth of garlic in the last meal I made. They're only like baby garlics, they're not like full big garlics, but still, a lot more garlic than you would normally put in a meal. But it's okay, Slow's not eating it with me. He is not as interested in garlic as I am. Yeah, something like that, Tidders.
Come on now, I have no idea what I'm doing.
but we're really good at it, Sam, and that's the important part here. I have no idea what I'm doing every fucking day, but somehow I manage, and that's the important bit.
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
No. Everything is fine.
All right, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge.
God, this feels so much like my annual performance reviews. It's not funny. I hate it.
Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult.
Okay, before we get into our next client, we are going to finish up because I need to go and sort food out with Slow. And I am hungry. But let's meet them first. Let's get their file and then we'll save and then we'll finish up. Okay?
Here, look at her intake form.
Ooh.
Isabella D'Este. Dang, she's got some funny tasting hats.
550 from the Renaissance. Isabella d'Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Mantegna, and Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background, but has endured considerable family issues through the generations. She states that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting her life and unlife have both been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite. Okay. I am having a bit of difficulty, and this is probably my one bit of feedback for the game. I'm having a bit of difficulty reading the typewritten notes because of the size of the note on the screen. I love that it's typewritten. It's in line with Andy's character. Makes perfect sense considering what we've just been told by Crimson. But because of the size of the note on the screen, it's a little bit difficult to read where we've got the sort of accurate representation of what typewriters do with the ink smearing. My brain is not processing it comfortably all the time. But other than that, everything so far has been great.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe. She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone.
He's such a good teacher. I like Andy.
But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel. Oh, and do be polite.
Goodness. So you are the new therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Okay, that's where we're gonna finish up. We're gonna save. Look at the save menu, everybody. Isn't it great? We'll go back to the menu. Just so that you can look at that again. Oh yeah, this game benefits Safe in Our World as well. Okay. Massive thank you everyone for coming along today. I hope you've had fun. I certainly have. This has been a blast, and I am looking forward to finishing Balance so that we can play some more Vampire Therapists and meet more wonderful, fascinating vampires. Our prize today is for a copy of Acula. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Tidders has already done the prize command in chat, so I won't do it again. If you want to enter that giveaway, !ticket will get you 1 ticket to enter, or you can do what Tiddus has done and purchase up to 10 tickets by saying !ticket, a space, and then the number of tickets you wish to purchase up to a value of 10. I will count you down before we close the giveaway, so you've got a little bit of time left, but please don't edge the countdown because it does not end well for people. Okay, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a little bit for the lag, giveaway is closed. 1 entrant, total of 10 tickets purchased. Our winner is Tiddus, with a 100% chance to win. Congratulations, Tiddus. I will send you your code a little bit later. Okay, that's that. Right. I will be back tomorrow. As long as D is available, we will be doing some more of Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Forgot what it was called. The Adventures of Kamen Rider and Stupid Sexy Mashita, which I am quite looking forward to. Shock horror. Been having an absolute blast doing those streams. Yeah. So hopefully I will see you all for that. But we'll see. Let's see who I can send you over to. Who is live right now? Ooh, you know where we're gonna go? We're gonna go and see Flint, who is playing a nice cozy game today. I have actually redeemed for Flint to play Vampire Therapist at some point in the future as well, so you'll get a double dose of Vampire Therapist if you follow Flint. Just saying. And you should follow Flint anyway, because Flint is absolutely fucking fantastic. Anyway. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Until I do see you next, I want you lovely folks to take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking fangs! And have a great weekend, everybody, however you're spending it. Now, please, go say hi to Flint for me and tell them